Bow.
Yeah.
Yo, what's good?
What's
Bow.
up? Diablo, me dejaste esperando.
Nah, I'm here, man.
What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm
I'm
so
back and
thank
I'm
you.
better.
You
Want to
back and
love
you
you
better.
better. Huh?
Yo. So, okay, wait a minute. Come on, this is Mr. Swipey here. I'm so excited. I
Bow, it's
thank
the
you for
whole
being here with
movie.
live. Yo, a whole movie. I mean, super excited about this. Brooklyn Zone. I'm from Brooklyn too. We're gonna get into that grit too.
Lady.
Um, so we have, you got Spanish grime, drill
Uh-huh.
rapper. I mean, we got to throw that Spanish in there because to me, being a Latina is everything for me. And I know it's something big for you, especially being Dominicano. That's something that you
Facts.
guys, we all hold pride to it all. So where did it
Shout out to
start for
all
you?
my Panamanians too. Today's Panamanian
Yes.
Independence Day.
Ooh, I like that. Shout out to all the
Yeah, I
Panamanians out
forgot
there.
about. Yeah, today's Panamanian Independence Day.
I love that.
Shout out to all my Panamanians.
You really
Yeah,
into that
facts.
showing love. I love that.
Yeah, gangster.
All right, so Swipey, where did it start for you? Being in Brooklyn, how did Brooklyn, being raised in Brooklyn, coming from Brooklyn, that pride, that Brooklyn love, what did it do for you?
Um, it gave me that ambition that I went through a struggle growing up, so it was like, I had for me it just made me hungrier. Brooklyn and it's fun and shit, it's dangerous at the same time. So you feel me? We grew up in a gutter. Feel me?
That's right. And it's
So yeah, it was hard. It was hard. It's hard growing up in the hood, but then you make it out and you tend to do certain things. You got to travel first, though. That's what I did. I chose to travel out the hood. Some people don't go out the hood, like they don't leave. I know friends that never left the block. You know what I'm saying? So I started making sure that I left the hood and started traveling myself, and now well connected.
nice. I mean, yeah, I truly believe that there's nothing like traveling. But at the same time, even though it's hard to be raised in the hood, the appreciation, the value that we put into things, the hard work, the hustle that goes behind it, there ain't nothing like that. There ain't
Ain't
nothing like
nothing
a
like it.
hard art, upbringing that brings you to a better level. You know what I'm saying? That brings you to that level of appreciation because it's bigger for us when we make it. You know what I'm saying?
Gangster, yeah. A lot of people think like it's like it just happened. Like people just be thinking like, oh, like somebody co-signed to this nigga or this and this and that. Nah, hell no. Shit. I mean, people co-signed after we made the noise, but as far as like us coming up and like people thinking that this shit was like overnight, nah, hell no, that's cap.
I hear
We
that.
bust our ass.
And did you start rapping first or dancing first?
I started rapping first. So what happened was that I always rapped and danced. I always like dancing, but the dance part caught like a big attention because I did the spin on Waka. I did that spin shit. That shit went viral, bro. I don't
Yeah.
know.
What
It
was
just
it about the spin?
that shit viral is unpredictable. You
That's
can't
so
predict the spin. It just come out of nowhere. Boom, fidget.
yo. And not only not only that, but you have a real I've seen you in interviews and you have like a real good aspect. So today being election day, did you vote?
No, so I did not vote. Let me
Okay.
tell you
And
why I did not
tell
vote.
me why. Yes, let's get into that.
All right, you want me to tell you right now?
Right now.
All right, so the reason I ain't vote is because I don't know these niggas.
I
And
hear
females,
that.
if you got more than two baby fathers, don't vote because you're gonna pick the wrong nigga.
Wow, there you have it, y'all. The best voting advice out. I mean, you
You
don't get
feel
no clearer than
me?
that.
What you like? Come on, it's shit, mate. Respectfully.
All right, so let's jump into this next one. Now, in an interview, you said it's like Jordan passing the ball down. It's like Jordan passing the game. You you linked with French, and
Hmm.
it's been a movie since. Talk to
Yeah,
us a little
Jordan
bit
passed the
about that
ball. You can't
journey.
miss the shot.
Talk to
You
us a
gonna look
little bit
bad.
about that.
You gonna look corny. You know how niggas be like,
For
You make that
real.
shot, you looking on fly, you throw the shot, and you making an air ball. It's wicked for you. So that's what happened. French passed the ball. I had to make a movie. I had to, I had to dribble. I had to show niggas that I know how to dribble, know how to handle myself in that court.
That's
So
right.
that's exactly what happened. You gotta take, um, you gotta like, you gotta own that shit. Like, you feel me? Like, you doing that shit, do that shit, own that shit, go big. Feel me? Like, don't sit there and just like, So I took advantage of that. I took advantage of that, and being at that opened mad doors for me. Like, I just kept going. You know what I'm saying? It was in this it's like a shortcut a little bit.
Nah, you didn't take the shortcut. You did what you had to do, and then you got blessed. How about that?
Nah,
You
it's
got
not a
blessed.
shortcut like in the career wise,
Yeah, but it
in the
helped you.
point of meeting people.
Yeah, for real.
So my mother told me always be friends with geeks. You feel me?
Yo, you got some good advice. From the voting advice to what your mama taught you now is some of the best advice I've heard.
Coge consejo para que llegue viejo.
That's right.
Right?
Well, he
Man.
just said translation for everybody. Take advice so you could get to the old age, so you could get wise.
Facts. Wisdom gets you wise.
Yo, and hearing you speak Spanish right now, as a Latino, as a Latina, tell them how important it is to express that, to show that, to know your Spanish.
Que
Look
lo
at you using
que.
both. You're using both
Popo.
right now.
Shout out to all my niggas, man. You heard?
And you're using
Oh, no,
both
I'm
right
really
now with the
proud of him.
rap. So how
I'm
is
a
that?
proud, cause so my pops is Egyptian, my mom's Dominican, but like,
Wow.
my mom's raised me and shit. So I grew up in the house like, speaking halfway Arabic and Spanish. English was like came from the
Fire.
streets, literally. You feel me? So it was like it was a little crazy, but um, like just being Dominican is like being Jewish, if you know what I'm talking about. You heard? De
Yo,
lo
you
wild,
heard all
de
you
lo mío,
Dominicans out
personal.
there.
You heard? Gangster, that's it.
I love it. I freaking love it, yo. Seriously. All right, so your pandemic is out.
You heard? You're going crazy.
Is
Up
a
it.
movie. Talk to us about the idea behind pandemic. I mean, obviously we're in a pandemic, and so it
Right.
inspired that. It came from your hustle during the pandemic. Talk to me.
Yeah, so what happened was it's a pandemic, and then like we seen Trump give out like unemployments, and we just see everybody going crazy on like their credit cards, on their debits. So we was like, fuck it, we going crazy on the debits.
And that was it.
And that's
Yo,
how.
you making these movies so simply. Like you just have the math to your art is insane.
Facts. Feel me? We just
So
gotta put it together and let them, I mean, let the streets do what it do. Like I told everybody, like, my whole run came from like street. You know what I'm saying? So I will never turn my back on the streets. Like, like that's just it. Like
for real,
that's
I
where
love
my
that.
whole that's where everything came from. So I won't turn my back on the streets. Like, even though like the streets don't love you, but you gotta, know what I mean?
That's right.
Can't turn your back on them. No.
Talking about love, give us some spread love right now. Do it the Brooklyn way and give us a gem.
Y'all want me to break it down to y'all? What y'all want
Something real quick, a little piece of advice. I like your advice. Every piece of advice you've given us today has been way too on point.
Never
So from
look down
Brooklyn
on
to the
no one.
love.
Look, never look down on no one, because on your way up, that person could fall, and then on your way down, that person could be going up.
Here we
That's just
go.
like how I think. So me, I go by like it by scale. I always think like my mind is a scale, right? So what I do is I don't put too much on one side that overweight the other.
I hear that.
So you could take that in whichever way you want to, like like your personal life. Don't outweigh your personal life with your social. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
don't always feed yourself too much. Too much of anything is not good for you. So, wow, there's the key. Game.
Okay, real quick. Grr and pow. Tell me the meaning of that, because I heard that too, and I was like, what? Power
Gen-
over war? Talk to me, real
yeah,
quick.
peace over war. So, pow
Yes,
means
peace
peace
over
over
war.
war. Yeah, brains over weakness is the bow. And then
Wow.
gr stands for gentleman, lit- gentleman, literally taking time to talk things through. That's grr.
Who would have known, y'all?
Yeah, then
Pow
peace over
meant
war.
something.
Grr, pow.
I love that.
That's bringing peace. That's just all peaceful things. Like, you know, shout out free my brother, big brother Gutter.
I
He in
love
the
it.
jails making sure, like, you know, he got like Bloods and Crips, like doing this whole peaceful thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, behind the music though, it's deeper than music. We trying to like bring the community together. You know what I'm
Oh my
saying?
God, yes, I love it.
So when niggas is voting for hood presidents, like, you know what I'm saying, real shit, that niggas ain't out here selling the kids drugs and shit like that. You
That's
know what I'm
right.
saying?
And who's
Like
gonna be a
real
vice
shit.
president?
Who's gonna be the vice president?
Yeah,
Me.
if you're president.
I
No,
don't
if
want
you
to be
president,
president.
who's
That's
it?
too much. That's too much on me. Vice, not me.
Oh.
Vice
Oh,
good
come on. You're
advice.
gonna do Brooklyn like that? It's too much for you? It's never too much for Brooklyn. What happened?
For Brooklyn, nah. I'm president now of Brooklyn. You know what I mean?
Let's go.
Yeah.
What's next, Swipey? What to expect next?
It's like I told you, it's unexpected, it's unpredictable. The only thing, look, it's only one tragic weather. It's the tornado. You can't predict the tornado. That's me. You
You don't
can't
know where
predict the
it's
tornado.
going. You don't
They
know which
can't
way
tell you
it's
when it's
going when it
coming, when it's
comes.
leaving, how
Yep.
strong. They don't know. Just when it touch, they be like, it's here.
Yo, Swipey, I thank you so much. Yo,
Bow, bow, bow.
all for you. Latin love.
You know
All
that.
that Brooklyn love.
So the Dash
Pow
Radio
to
is the shit you
you.
work for?
Who?
You work for Dash Radio? This your shit.
No, I'm working for Dash Radio. And then tomorrow we got another one, but we're not going to tell them yet.
I
We're going to
bet.
see each other
Movie.
tomorrow.
I bet. Movie. We making a movie.
Let's
Going
go. We're
viral.
making a movie. Thank you
We
so
going
much.
viral.
Let's go. Let's go.
We going fucking viral. Bow. Y'all know the fucking vibes. Yo,
Thank you
alright,
again,
man. Love
yo.
y'all. Love everybody on the tap in. Sorry if I was late.
Nah, you good. So love.
All right. Shout
Later.
out Dash Radio. Grr, gang.
Yes.
You too much. Alright, see you
Later.
tomorrow.
Yo, y'all heard it. Swipey, Jacina Love, Dash Radio. We did that. Stay tuned for what's next. Download Dash. I hope y'all went out to vote. I'm out of here. Lady, y'all.